I'm looking at the HLTV match page. Oscar, Chris J, Rops, Sonny, Snax, still in his VP jersey in the picture, a Polish flag by his name, and I'm like, goodness gracious, Counter-Strike is changing. Snax has left Virtus.pro and joined mousesports.
Double smoke. Interesting. This is going to give Snax a lot of room now. Did he hear them? Oh, that nade bounced straight off him. They didn't catch it. They didn't detect it. He's able to catch out Miram with the smoke still down. They won't push through. I'm so surprised. He wants more. He might get it, but he's blinded himself, and now he finds them. Snax is back, baby. Aggressive as always. Hobbit's gotten behind him. They may not be aware of it, but he's the only one left in a 1 versus 5. He should get a free kill onto Sonny. Beyond that, it's going to be a challenge. In fact, doesn't even go that far, and Snax gets 4 kills in the round.
Blockbuster trade in terms of the names. Sure, in terms of player value, he's not the same Snax we remember a couple of years ago, where he was one of the best in the world. He obviously was on a failing team in Virtus.pro as well. For mousesports, though, I think that's the interesting aspect.
Well, this is what Snax does best. Aggressive pushes by himself, single excursions towards tight choke points in the map, and this is no different. Going towards lower B now, great shot by him.
Snax starting to hold toward the B ramp. Oh, that's able to take out Oscar. Good find, that'll get them closer, but look at the HP. This should be straightforward for Snax. 2 further kills, 3 in total in the round, and for the first time in my casting career in CSGO, he's on another team, and he's starting off well with them. 5 kills total, 3-0 for mousesports.
It's the scatter Chris J, though. He loves his weapon. Many snipers can get on board with it, but he certainly can. It's going to be Snax using the long spawn very effectively through the smoke. Takes down Mo. He's looking for a bit more as well. Like, what is this game from Snax he's having right now? This could be 3 kills for him. Absolutely beautiful way to close things out. That's going to be the 5 versus 2. Should be the end.
It was like 5 years since Snax played in a different team.
Different, a very long time.
Different voices in his ears when he's holding a spot. Different language than when he's holding a spot. That's a great deal of time.
Here's the thing, man. I think the writing had been on the wall for some time, ever since he made that Facebook post, and then he kind of backpedaled and, oh, you know, translated wrong. But the fact of the matter is, the kind of venom he was spitting out at the players that he was playing with at the time from that post, to me, it was reading the fact that he needs to get out of there, man.
Could you get excited about potentially seeing the Snax evolve, the Snax before the Jade started to build up in his eyes?
Of course, yeah, no, he's a very exciting player, and we all want him to be back, you know, that top 5 player in the world type caliber.
So another 5-on-4, and again, Snax in these holes. He didn't see any pressure in the previous round when he had this position. He's going to get it here. Smoke comes out, and G2, if you run through that, it is a deadly, deadly decision to make.
Oh god, that thing is terrifying. This is like the one sort of position where it can be so scary, and he's waiting. He might see the foot pretty soon. There it is. It strikes. He gets 1 upgrade. It's time to go. Existence does get 1 back, but this is great from Snax. From up on high, he does 2 big bits of damage that brought this back to a 3v3.
Now he just needs to live, though. He's done his job. He needs to keep that second front open for the retake, or maybe even a third when you have 1 player, Sonny, coming from small pit. 1 player up mid. That's Oscar, and Shox couldn't find a great position. Kenny, so much to do with this AWP. Trapped in the bomb site. Oh, he misses that shot. That's huge. Now that opens up the opportunity for Snax to peek out, and Kenny's still alive, trusting his teammate to watch towards lane. The pressure from mousesports. Sonny's tagged, but the nades rain in, and there it goes. mousesports have their 4th. If mousesports, that being said, Snax does have this position, but it feels like they might use utility anyways to get into the site. There goes Chris J. Now Body's going to turn around. Snax should be able to pick him off. The recovery, the swipe down isn't there, but now Shox has a rifle. That's the last person you out with it.
2 kills already racked up into this round. And now Snax and Robs, 1 with a Mac-10, 1 with that AK. Bomb to be planted. Time's in their favor, but you get nervous here. Robs looks nervous here, trying to get up to a better position, but Existence isn't far off from this, and the timing could work very well for Existence, bearing in mind, I don't know how quick Robs is going to work this out. It does seem as though he's dedicated towards this now. He's just going to sit and wait. Existence might outdo him. He just gets the timing right as well, doesn't he? Now the 1v2. Shox has no armor, no kit, and he's being toyed with here. This hurts. They fought valiantly to get it this close, but not going to get any further. Snax to control in the end, and that position towards B paid off.
Out here towards long. Now they're just trying to take it, and Body's won that. He can get more. Snax on catwalk. The ultimate X-Factor's got 3. He's going to hold him off as much as possible, and he's done his job well.
That was incredible play from Snax. 3 kills in that situation. You knew he had a timer on.
Is there a possibility for that to work? I mean, the only example I can think of is FaZe, where they are kind of all R-stars.
Yeah, that's the thing, is like, certainly with the talent level, I mean, even just the other players they still have in mousesports, they're absolutely good enough to be a potential contender for the tournament. The real issue for me is, like, let's say Snax actually does become a star player or something akin to that, playmaker, whatever term you want to use, is unless they're going to really, really push it hard in that direction and go the phase approach of, like, so many players and we really just overrun you and we're not super tactical, unless you can make that work, it feels like that means someone else probably then has to transition. Maybe it's Rops takes a step back, or Sonny's just more positional with when he's kind of, like, getting the resources. So that's the big question mark for me, is it's not even just on Snax. That's still a big if. But let's say he arrives, does it tinker with the balance elsewhere in the squad?
I'm with you. In the same way that we saw Olaf Meister actually.
They obviously made it work,
yeah.
But that's obviously, like, kind of an exception to the rule thus far when we've had that in Counter-Strike.
As they have been for a lot of things in Counter-Strike, FaZe Clan, we've seen them play.
So I think taking out STYKO could, even not, regardless of STYKO's level of play, just fuck up the chemistry and throw off one of those young stars. So that's one of the issues I have with this squad. Outside chance, of course, maybe Snax goes wild. Maybe it's his first tournament, maybe he has a couple of games that are big and that can do something. Okay, that could do something. I wouldn't bet on it. Even though Snax is a better player in terms of objectively, without roles, better player than STYKO, right now he's not in great form. We don't really know what sort of role he'd even fit in, because in Virtus.pro he didn't really seem to have his role set ever since he fucked up his own game being the in-game leader. Seems like he might have had motivation and attitude issues. STYKO had none of those factors, and you've got to add in, you're breaking up the chemistry. That 5-man mouse lineup